going to start by just feeling our bodies, becoming present in a way in which that we notice the way our seat feels beneath us. If you just bring your focus to your shoulders for a second, you might feel a little tension in them. I want you to just give yourself permission to relax your shoulders. You may not even notice that they were tense, but if you just droop them down and let gravity take over, notice how that just maybe changes things a little bit for you. And as you're giving your shoulders permission to relax, maybe close your eyes, relax your jaw. Give permission to your belly to actually expand to its fullest. Allow the weight to just come down through the body, through the spine, into the seat, from your seat into your thighs, from your thighs into the lower legs, from your lower legs into your feet. And just for the next few breaths, just try to wind down as you keep your full body and this awareness to this connecting parts of your body to the floor in this space. Matter of fact, if your mind wants to go 1,000 miles a minute, that's fine. And if it wants to completely just shut down, that's fine too. No judgment. Just feeling the connection to the seat beneath you. And as you're doing that, just start to kind of connect to the space around you, noticing any sounds. Even if your eyes are closed, visually there might be some impressions that are coming to mind, or there might be some type of memories or something of that nature that come across your eyes, and your imagination, and your thoughts. Just be aware of those. Maybe notice any smells that are distinct for you. Or even maybe noticing that you're not smelling anything, and that is actually part of your awareness in this moment. Notice the touch of the air on your skin. Maybe becoming aware of the parts that are uncovered and the parts that are covered. Notice if there's any taste in your mouth that stick out for you. And then take a second to check in with your emotional body. Sometimes it helps to bring awareness to your heart or your belly as a way to do this. You're not judging it, you're not trying to change anything, you're just simply noticing. And on your next breath in, I want you to just imagine that you're able to bring that breath down just below your hips. And then on the exhale, as you release that breath, allow all the stale air to leave the body. Maybe even make a shh sound to get it all out. Your belly, you'll notice, will completely decompress, and maybe as you exhale and that navel sucks down towards the spine, that there will be nothing left. And then on your next inhale, allow for the breath to just naturally flow, renewing that space. This time, maybe allowing it to come a little bit further, not just stopping at the hips, but maybe connecting all the way down to the legs, the full length of the legs. And as you exhale, again, allowing anything stale or anything that doesn't belong there to leave the body. Giving yourself permission to let go. It's okay to let go. Whatever it is that might be on your mind or on your heart, you can always pick up later. Guarantee it. Allowing the next breath, whenever you're ready, to actually reach the tips of your toes. Maybe you even can follow it, coming through the nostrils, down the throat, through the chest, beyond the belly and the hips and the legs, beyond the soles of the feet, all the way to the tips of the toes where the toenails are. And just starting to get acquainted with this full sense of body and breath. Take the next 10 breath cycles to just allow for this to be the way you fill up with awareness. Awareness of the body as it is. Awareness of the breath as it is. And if your mind wanders, gently come back to the breath and then come back to the feet. Greeting this sense of awareness with friendliness, kindness, enthusiasm, maybe even smiling. On your next inhale in, we're going to bring our full awareness and attention, using that breath, to come to our right big toe. Yep, your right big toe. And just start to notice the qualities of this toe. Notice how if you wiggle it, it kind of can stick out a little bit. Notice the way it feels. Allow yourself to just completely bring your awareness here. Paying attention to any details. Scanning around as an observer. Without judgment. But just bringing your best with the sense of awareness. On our next breath in, we're going to bring our awareness now to our left toe. Notice the width. Notice anything else about this toe that may stick out for you. Maybe there's some qualities about this toe that are different from the right side. Can you feel the nail on top of the bed? If you wiggle it a little bit, what does that feel like? Any impressions or images that come to mind, just allow them to be, and do your best to just be an observer as you scan this space. Scanning your toe with the best of your attention. So we're going to allow for both toes to come into focus. You may notice that one side kind of wants to wrestle with the other. But see if you can do your best to just find this meeting place in your mind where both your right and your left toe can share in this sphere of awareness. See if that changes the quality of your awareness in any way, or how your attention is spread, your ability to focus. Maybe using your breath to help anchor you. There's nothing you have to do to force it. If your mind drifts or if you struggle, just come back to the breath. And on your next exhale, try to let go of any expectations you have of what it should be or what it should look like. Or even your sense of significance around these toes that help you walk, to help enhance the quality of your life, step by step. On your next inhale, bring your full awareness and attention to all 10 toes. And just take a few moments to take a journey as if you're walking your mind from the pinky toe all the way up to the big toe, and then the big toe to the pinky toe on both sides. And then maybe once you've been able to scan and be curious about each toe, you bring both feet into awareness so that all 10 toes are part of this sphere in your mind, part of your focus in this moment. Breath by breath, moment by moment. And if anything reveals itself to you or anything you connect to comes to mind as you do this, just allow it to be there, acknowledging it as it is, but continuing to keep your focus on your toes of your feet. Next, expand your awareness to include the soles of your feet, wrapping around the heel, coming to the top of the foot where all the bones are. Noticing how the shape of the foot changes in different parts, and at some parts it slopes, while at other parts it's almost like a hill. And see if you can be curious about the textures, the feelings, the sensations. Allowing the toes now to just be part of the picture, the bigger picture now being the full length of the feet on both the right and the left side. Breath by breath, moment by moment. If your mind drifts, come back to the breath, gathering your awareness with your breath, and then using it to direct your attention to your feet. Notice if there's any stability or grounding that you can also obtain from bringing your awareness here to your feet. Take about 2 more breaths. And then we're going to rise up to our ankles, noticing the joint, the bones. The way it layers from the top down. Notice any places that might be tense here. Any places that are loose. Our next inhale, we're going to rise up now to our legs, the lower legs. Allowing for yourself to just become aware, noticing the full length of the calf, that meaty part of the back of the leg. And then as you wrap around, noticing the shin, that strong area that's hard and bony. And take the next few moments to just scan around the lower legs. Continue to breathe in and out. Allow it to just go. Anything that might be there. We're going to continue to come up now to the knees. And just allow your awareness to wrap around the full length of the knee from the front to the sides. Noticing that thinner part of the skin as well. Breathing in and breathing out. And if any thoughts come to mind around your knees, see if you can just kind of let them go without attaching to anything. And just simply be with your knees in this moment. Noticing the way they're maybe bent, noticing any sensations, and just feeling joyful that you have them, that they're part of your body. They're part of this process to allow you to walk. Even if they're not perfect, that they're yours and they're special. On your next inhale, start to come up to the thighs. Imagine swirling around your thighs, almost like a spiral. Allow this time and space just to let you really discover all the beauty there. Connecting to the length of your thigh, the shape, the way it kind of positions itself on your body in this moment, from top to bottom, from your sits bones down to your knees, and then to your hips. And just see if you can continue to ground through your thighs. Maybe relaxing, letting the breath kind of fill the space in your legs. You might even notice that your thighs kind of fall apart more and more as you just let gravity do the work. And just let go breath by breath of any expectations, any judgments. And just allow yourself to be present with your thighs, curious. We're going to continue to bring our awareness up now, coming to our sits bone. Noticing this is the place where we're connecting to the earth beneath us. Feeling the sense of support. Notice what it's like to just trust that the ground or the seat beneath you is just there. And just this awareness alone, see if you can rest and sink even more into your sits bone. And your sits bone sink even more into your seat. And really just allow yourself to trust and letting go in this moment. And as you bring your breath here, just notice how it connects and how it feels. Just stay present with this sense of support as you scan around your sits bone and this part of your body that comes all the way up to your sacrum. No, there's nothing you have to do to earn this stability. It just comes naturally. Next, we're going to come around to the top of our hips, wrapping around that pelvic bowl area, that lowest part of our belly. You'll actually just feel the tips of your breath touch this part of your belly. And just sit here for a few moments, exploring this place on your body, breath by breath, moment by moment. And there's no need to rush. And see if you can embrace your beauty here. From hip to hip. On your next inhale in, continue to rise up the belly, now coming to where the belly button is. You can take your hands and place it on your belly if you like, just to feel this connection of breath to belly, noticing the rise and how that elongates the stomach, how that stretches the belly to the max. And then the exhale as that releases. Navel sinks down to the spine. The back of the body, this lower part of the back, also embracing the breath and feeling this stretch and then this contraction. Notice that you have this inner part of the belly as well as you scan through this space. Also, maybe there are some feelings and emotions that might come up for you here as well. Let that just be part of the process. Be an observer and do your best to just stay focused on the physical body. Focus on the rise and the fall of the belly more than the breath. Focusing on the discovery of the belly more than the emotions. Continue to come up now, rising beyond the belly button, rising up to the chest area, feeling the chest now sink and expand through each breath. And for the next few moments, just sit with your chest and explore the area all the way from the rib cage coming up to the heart, to the flatter part of the chest that's at the top that starts to connect to the neck, down the breastbone, also connecting to everything within the lungs, the organs, the space. And just sit here for the next few moments exploring with your best awareness put forward. And let go of any expectations you have of what it should be or shouldn't be in this moment. Just gather your awareness and anchor on to this part of your body. If you'd like to take a hand and place it on your heart, you could do so right now. And while we're connecting and scanning our body, just take a moment to scan your heart. No need to adjust it. Just embrace it. If there's anything you had to let go of, do so on the next breath as it exits your body. We're going to continue to rise up to our shoulders. And then coming down those shoulders to the back body, the full length of the back body. And through scanning it, I want you to take a few moments to follow each vertebrae all the way up the spine. Imagine that you can actually see each vertebrae, breath by breath. Fill it with the sense of awareness as you continue to climb up to the lowest part of the neck where the last vertebrae is. Let your attention then permeate throughout the shoulder blades, throughout the lower back body, throughout any part of the back until the full back from sacrum to the neck is within awareness. And then just sit with it for a few moments. Maybe even adjusting your back, but being completely aware of that adjustment. Being intentional about it. And from your shoulders, bring your awareness to your shoulders and start to just trickle down your arms, wrapping this awareness around the muscles in the upper arm being the bicep, and underneath where it's thinner skin, the tricep, dropping down the elbow, but noticing also that there's this inner elbow area of the inner arm where there is no bone. Coming down the lower arms, the forearm, wrapping around the wrist. And then to the palms of the hands. And without moving your hands, just really noticing how your hands are positioned in this moment. Scanning to the very edge of the fingertips. the palm as well as the knuckle of the palm, that upper portion of the hand. Noticing the thumb, the ring finger, the index finger, the middle finger, and the pinky. And if your hands are crunched in any way, I invite you to loosen them up. And just open your palms as you would open your heart into this moment. You may be connecting to the different shapes in your hands and the muscles that are all part of your beautiful limbs that help you write and move things, embrace and hug, and all the amazing qualities that come from your hands and arms. Maybe with the next breath, just allow the sense of gratitude to just flutter in its own natural way to the full length of your limbs, from shoulder to fingertip, fingertips to shoulder. We're going to begin to just gracefully allow ourselves to come back up our arms, traveling to the neck body, letting awareness just ripple through the throat, the front of the neck, the sides. If you swallow just briefly, you can even really truly feel the way that feels. Noticing any texture, noticing anything that sticks out in this part of your body. If you take a deep exhale out and make a sound, you might even feel the vibrations through your throat body. And see if you can just take this moment to appreciate the area and appreciate your voice as you keep your awareness and focus here, being present with your throat, being present with your neck, being present with your voice box. Take one more moment to maybe notice the shape here. Exhale anything that you no longer want to take with you from this space. Or just exhale to make space for more of the present moment awareness to grow here. Allowing the sense of mindfulness to be part of your voice, this part of your body. And we're going to rise up to the jaw, coming to the cheeks, Just kind of noticing the lips, the inner and the outer lip, the tongue. Maybe just take this as an opportunity to smile a little bit. Relax the jaw. Let the tongue fall away from the top of the mouth. Start to come up to the cheeks, the eyes, the nose, the forehead. And just to let maybe your breath help you trace around your face, looking for the nooks and the crannies of all its beauty. Scanning and exploring. We're going to come now around the hairline, around the ears, to the back of the head, and then meet up at the crown of the head. And just noticing the shape. Also, if there's any thoughts that might be chattering here, just being an observer and doing your best to stay grounded and just in awareness of your head and the crown and the shape, maybe even your hair and all the qualities here that stretch around this protective area of your body. Now from the crown of the head down to your feet, once again bringing the full body into awareness. Once again connecting to the space around you, noticing the sounds and smells and anything else that comes to your senses. Feeling your body connecting to the earth and being completely supported in this moment. Let yourself, for the rest of this practice, just be present as you are. No need to adjust, just being. And take a few more breaths. If you like to continue to meditate, you can do so as long as you like by leaving the session now. Otherwise, we will close class together. You can take in a few breaths with this intention to reset for the day. Slowly wiggling the toes and the fingertips. Gently opening the eyes, maybe even stretching a little bit. If you have any other breaths that you want to let in and out, you can do so now. Maybe making a nice loud ha. Thank you so much, and namaste. Thank you. Have a beautiful, blessed day.